You are listening to the New Holstein Sports Podcast, a.k.a. The Pod. We are coming to you from The Closet, where we discuss Husky sports and the biggest topics in the sports world. Our presenting sponsor is the Holy Land Bakery. If life gives you a legendary pie, there is a 100% chance it came from the Holy Land Bakery.
This starts now.
The pod's going up on a Tuesday.
Welcome, Pod fam. This is the Pod Squad. Today we'll bring you our best knowledge regarding circulating topics in the sports world. I'm the hype man.
I'm the brain.
I'm the life coach.
I'm the enthusiast, and this is
The Pod. Well, folks, today we got an interesting agenda for sure. We got Husky sports, NCAA basketball, the NFL playoffs, NHL. New topic this week. We haven't talked about that.
Not talked about the NHL.
No, NBA. And I think that's about it, but we're going to get into college basketball with our man, Peter Hofmeister back there, Mr. Hofmeister, a.k.a. Hoff. So, yeah, it's going to be a good one.
Notable fan of the Duke basketball team.
Notable
as Mr. J. Bellis.
Yep. Also notable fan of the pod. You know, we talked about, we're really happy to have Hoff on the pod because we know he listens every week. He's just an avid fan, and we like to give the people what they want, and they want to talk about sports on the pod.
Yeah.
So we're gonna make that happen. So we're gonna start off right away talking about college basketball, huh?
Why not? Yeah.
I'm gonna do that.
All right.
Well, then I'm gonna direct this first question to Hoff. What is going on with the Dukies?
I am not sure. What is it? 4 out of 5 they've lost in conference.
Correct.
Yes.
It's unreal. Coming off.
Remember, they are missing the accompaniment of Emil Jefferson, but still shouldn't be losing those games.
Who was it last night? I got home late and
Miami.
Miami's a good team. Miami's a potential Final Four candidate,
as Nick Halbach would say.
Yeah, he already said that. I now would agree with that. They're moving their way up in the rankings almost every week.
And Correct. Duke is moving its way out of the rankings this week.
Like can the Blue Devils do anything?
Hoffy, you want to know? Last time the Dukies haven't been ranked, it's been 167 weeks.
Oh, well, I knew it had been a while. I didn't know it was that long. I'm trying to do math in my head right now. How many years is that?
That's about
3 years.
I don't know.
It's been a while. Yeah. It has been a while.
That's like 3 years, basically.
But can they do anything? Or is this just what it's going to be this year? They need to hopefully next year depend on young talent, or do you think they can turn this thing around at all?
I sure hope so as a Duke fan, but I don't know. I mean, I think they'll make the tournament, but you know, if they make Sweet 16, it might be all she wants.
They might not make the tournament.
Go ahead.
Scott.
Okay, well, I heard the announcers from ESPN saying the other day that Duke is a fairly decent team. They just don't have that sixth man to step up, and they don't really have those really good bench players that can replace your starters.
Exactly. Right now, they're only playing with 6, and their 6th man is not legitimate. So they're basically playing with 5 guys, and you can't win a game with 5 guys. You need somewhat of a bench to help you out.
Not in that conference, at least. You might be able to play an Al's Cardboard Box Conference and win a few games with 5 players, but you can't be battling over there winning the show with 5 people. The bench is not deep, and that is the problem. Mm-hmm. They can't play defense, and the bench is not deep.
Yeah. So the current rankings, there are 2 teams that really are catching my eye looking at this. Iowa swings all the way to number 3.
They're back.
Big Ten Conference.
I like to see that.
And Texas A&M from the SEC swings up all the way to number 5. So those are just some big jumps. Yeah. And also on this rankings, SMU finally for the first time loses
to Temple.
Mm-hmm.
Of all teams.
Yeah.
Temple will throw it at you occasionally.
Yeah, they're always that tournament team.
Yeah, you bet they are. I always usually try to pick them. For some reason, I pick Temple. They usually disappoint, but sometimes they help me out.
The Owls.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So one question we have written here is there a legitimate team in college basketball? Because right now, I read something the other day that in the top 5 this year, every team that's ranked in the top 5, there's been 18 losses combined total in those teams. Is this parity or is this bad basketball?
I like it.
I like it too. I like it
love
too.
this, yeah.
I love upsets.
Bad basketball. They're still NCAA.
Right.
Like they're good. They're good teams. It's just, I think, and going back to last week's interview, I think Jay Billis said it best. It's not a typical year where there's typical years in college basketball, and I think it's for the worse. By the way, for the worse, we have 4 or 5 teams that easily the best 4 teams or 5 teams. I like it that we never know. How exciting is March Madness going to be?
It's going to be so exciting. Seriously.
Watch out for the mid-majors this year.
Yes. That's a great point. The mid-majors. This could be a year for the mid-majors. I agree.
And then, as Jay Billis said last week, he said Kansas is arguably the best team.
Didn't they just lose?
In the Big 12, which
lose?
They happened to lose last night. Up the whole game until the second half. Iowa State just played some darn good defense and took over that game.
The Des Moines Cyclones.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. It's hard to lose with the atmosphere in college basketball, like Hilton Magic and Ames. It's like really hard to win.
Yeah.
So
Rock Chalk Jayhawk didn't help them.
no.
I feel like the
Big
whole
12 is still the best conference.
the whole tournament's going to be very unpredictable because you look at like Iowa State, who's upsetting these good teams. They're also like very inconsistent. Like they'll beat a really good team and then they'll lose
Texas in overtime.
Yeah, well, I mean Texas is still pretty good.
Texas is
Shaka
good too.
Smart, yeah.
Right.
But I'm just saying it's
Wisconsin
just
native.
very inconsistent Iowa State is, along with the other teams. Last year you saw some undefeated teams still at this point in the season, and now it's like, they only have 2 losses, but those 2 losses have come to, pretty decent teams who can also be up there with them. So.
Right. So, I mean, you look at it, if Duke isn't ranked next week, last year's national championship teams won't be ranked.
Yeah.
And then Kentucky is at number 20. I mean, like, I don't know. Like, and then Michigan State, I guess they're 12, but
they're
still.
always a good team. Always a good team.
Yeah.
But I mean,
is it inconsistency though, or is it just good bad? Like, there's a lot of good teams out there.
It's really it shows. It's hard to win on the road with the atmosphere. It is when you have your home state or home court known as the 6th man. It's really hard to win games. I mean, some could say it's inconsistency. Some could say it's just like you said, good basketball.
Teams are evenly matched. There's no. I mean, and I think I'm going to relate this back to kind of some of the things we've been talking about with the NBA. This isn't the most outstanding draft class we've ever had, I don't think, coming into the NBA draft, which I think makes, usually those teams that have those already,
stars,
tanking for stars that people are tanking
they
for.
They thrive.
Those are the good teams, but we don't really have that besides Ben Simmons.
Good point.
We've already talked about that. But I think for me, as a fan, I think it makes a more exciting season because I like to see all the jib-jabbing going on and people moving around.
Well-proven point. I agree to that.
Hoff, what do you think about this season so far? And Colin, you got to chime in too. You got to get the brain in there.
Like you guys have said, I think it's going to be wide open. But that you mentioned this team already out of the Big Ten. Michigan State is, you said 12th, but they are always, always, always ready to play come tournament time.
Yep, why is that?
Izzo is awesome.
I was going to say 2 words, Tom Izzo. Yeah. And I can root for Michigan State. I think I do like Tom Izzo. Now, plays
go
Bucky.
Big Ten.
Right. Well, Colin, what say you about college b-ball?
I love this season compared to like the other seasons. I love the upsets like Brady. There's not a definitive top 1 or even a top 5 teams this year in college basketball. So it's always exciting to watch. Like you can watch any college basketball game, and it's almost guaranteed to be an exciting game because it'll always come down to the wire.
And the amount of
no team is safe.
The amount of screaming and yelling and raucousness that's going to happen,
and tweeting.
I mean, it'll be like that time Mercer beat Duke.
Oh. Yes! And when Lehigh beat Duke, when Duke was a 2 seed, yes. Oh, goodness, just to wreck your dreams.
Hanging my head in shame.
Yeah. Hoff, can you quick tell the people out there, give the fans what they want, like how you became a Duke fan?
Yes.
This actually gets too. I like it.
Well, one of the very first games I ever remember watching of college basketball just happened to be in the NCAA tournament way back in a time called 1992.
Yeah, that was before a lot of our listeners were around.
And Duke was playing Kentucky, in a game. I want to say it was the regional final or either that or the regional semifinal.
We don't fact check. You can
Christian
make up stuff.
Leitner.
Christian Leitner hit a shot to
winner.
beat Kentucky.
That's one of the most epic shots, I believe.
Grant Hill threw it into him.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Unguarded on the inbound pass, threw it to Christian Leitner, caught it in front of 2 defenders.
Step back.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
But we still hate Christian Leitner.
And I was 9 years
love
old
him.
at the time, and I was hooked.
The one thing I must say, though, is I do not like the Dukies, but I love Christian Leitner only because he stayed all 4 years. You know what? You hear that there, freshmen out there that are going to leave for the draft next year? Stay for the 4 years because as Mr. Jay Billis said last night during the game, the guys, or Seth Greenberg said it, as these guys are maturing, they're getting better at rebounding and scoring. You look at a guy from like Perry Ellis to underclassmen like maybe Ben Simmons. Perry Ellis can score easier than Ben Simmons.
Well, they're more mature. I mean, like, just think about the time that people mature from the age of 18, 19 to 21 or 22. And there's a lot of physical changes. There's a lot of mental changes that allow. I agree. Like, I can't knock a player for going out and getting millions of dollars.
Right. No, I agree. I'm not going to knock on him at all either. It's just like, I'd like to, you see these big names every year. Just imagine if they were all on one team.
I saw
dynasties.
I saw the other Saturday I was watching ESPN. I forget which game I was watching. Maybe I was trying to watch West Virginia to rub it into Augie, but they won, But I saw like if Kentucky's players would have stayed.
Yep, Boogie and Brandon Knight and John Wall, they would have all been on the same team.
Even right now,
Anthony Davis.
Like right now, they would have like Wiggins. And wasn't Joel Embiid on Kentucky?
No, that's Kansas. That's Kansas.
What you're getting at here is it'd be absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, I can't fact check right now because
they might have to come up with 2 teams.
That they'd have to, and they both might make the finals.
Yeah, true.
Kentucky 1 and Kentucky 2.
Yeah,
making the finals.
So yeah.
Well, we're going wild.
Yeah.
Slow it down.
Last topic on our college basketball is Badgers got host Indiana, and I know we always like picking the Badgers, but like I think Badgers are on a 2-game winning streak. I think they will get the job done tonight against a very good Indiana team.
Ethan Happ.
I'm thinking the Indiana is a great shooting team, but the Badgers have a great opportunity in front of them because if you look at their schedule, they play Indiana tonight. Indiana's good, but they can beat them. I mean, you saw that when they played at Indiana, and the next games are Illinois and Ohio State. Realistically, they could win 3 games here.
5-game winning streak.
And and then it's Nebraska. And I mean,
do they even have a basketball team?
Well, they actually beat Michigan State at Michigan State this year. So
I mean,
really?
still, they're still.
They
not
did,
ranked.
they did.
I don't know. I just feel that they have a great opportunity, but it's going to be tough. The next games at Maryland, at Michigan State.
Yeah, that's gonna. Hey, but I mean,
Iowa.
if they want to make the tournament, they're going to have to hit streak sometime soon.
They got to win, and in that streak we just talked about, they're going to have to pick up 1 or 2 games out of that Iowa, Michigan State, Maryland stretch.
Yeah, right on.
Coming up in a couple weeks.
We only play Iowa once.
That's a
year.
good thing.
Is it?
It's at Iowa though, so that's not a good thing. Yeah.
Yeah, Jared Utoff, guys, he is on fire.
Yeah, he could have been on the Badgers. He
As
could have
a
been on the
lifelong Duke
Badgers.
fan, I would love to see them beat on Maryland.
Yeah, I don't like
Former
Maryland.
ACC
We don't like
opponent.
Diamond Still.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think because of that, I'm like a
Rashid Suleiman, your old transfer.
Oh yeah, Suleiman.
He got he actually had to leave the team for disciplinary reasons, but yeah.
Maryland disciplines people?
No, I'm talking about Duke.
Dookie does. Maryland does.
Oh no, Maryland accepts guys that get 12s on their ACT.
Oh,
so
don't get fired.
Easy.
But yeah, college basketball is overall, like, we've been rambling for a while. Either way, you can tell the pod squad is excited about this season.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna have to have like a podcast during probably the national championship or something. I don't know.
Or we'll just do it during
March
school
Madness
and
the whole time.
Yeah, during the round.
We're going to take off a week of school and just pick. We're going to live broadcast all
Yes.
us picking all the games.
Yeah, we reserve those TVs in the library.
We already reserved the TVs in the library. I heard
Good point. You did.
for that March Madness action.
Yes, you did. Yeah, because
They're going to be watching it anyways. You might as well put it up.
Yeah. Now we wanted to hit the Husky sports.
Yeah, let's talk about Husky sports. Well, we got Hoff here. Should we talk about girls basketball first?
I think we should.
so.
All right. Anybody have any questions?
Well,
Hoff, why don't you just give us a rundown so far?
Well, why can't we find that one win?
I think we are getting real close, to be honest with you. I mean, you've seen the scores. Sometimes they haven't really look that way. But there's moments when we've looked really, really solid as a team, like halves or half of a half. And if we can manage to put together a whole game, I think we'll be right there with just about anybody in the conference. I point to a game we played against Winnebago Lutheran. They were 9-4, I believe, going into that game, and had a very good chance to win that game at their place on a Saturday, which is tough to play on Saturday anyway, with no school that day. But good opportunity to get one tonight. I believe we can win any game, but we were real close with Chilton. I think it was 7-8 points. We had to foul at the end, but it was 5 or 6 the whole way.
Yeah, some of those scores can get away in garbage time.
Yeah.
When you have the foul to try to get possession.
Yeah.
And if the other team's hot on the free throws, it just kind of looks a little bit worse than it actually was. But the JV team has seen some success this year. Am I right?
Yeah, we have 5 wins on the year.
All right.
3-4 first run through the conference. Have played Valders twice now. Last time we played Chilton, we were 53-50 in overtime.
Yeah, it's big.
So
big
looking
game.
to get that one again tonight.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
You wanted to go to OT or just want to do it in regulation?
I'd rather just do it in regulation.
No free basketball tonight, folks.
Well, we're getting back to the varsity. I would have to agree with Hoff that we all see improvement. I mean, and even Chilton tonight, I think, is a great opportunity for them to get that first one, and I really hope they do. So if you're not doing anything tonight, go out and support them at Chilton at about 7:15, 7 o'clock, and
You bet.
A quick question for Hoff. So the game tonight against Chilton, what do you think are the keys to the game here
Major
tonight
keys.
to success? Yeah.
Well, Chilton is very physical with their hands. They like to play hands-on quite a bit. So if we can handle the pressure up top with the guards and get it into the post, Emily's starting to come around and play really, really nicely in the post.
It's awesome.
If we can do that, if we can handle the ball up top and avoid some of the turnovers that have plagued us early in the year, that I think we'll have a real good shot tonight. Chilton will throw a 1-3-1 at us and man-to-man pressure. Sometimes they'll do like a three-quarter court 1-3-1. So if we can handle that pressure, we'll be okay.
Awesome. Yeah, we're really rooting for it. We really want the girls to get that first win. Obviously, we're rooting every game. So hopefully that works out. Thanks for your insight there, Coach Hofmeister. I don't think that's probably the last we're going to talk to you. Boys, though, this week, 3 games.
Losing their last game to Brilliant.
What's up?
They lost their last game to Brilliant.
But we got 3 games this week.
Like Colin was telling me earlier today, the boys basketball team needs a key conference win. I as much as I would want to consider Falls as their key conference win, I don't.
No, I think maybe
Falls is just going downhill right now.
I think maybe Kiel would be a big win.
Kiel, Valders, Roncalli.
Those are the 3 teams we have to beat one of them to be considered a threat in the EWC, I think.
Yeah,
I agree.
And I think we can beat them.
And I think we're right there too. It's just those scoring droughts really hurt, and
the scoring droughts.
It seems as if when we stop scoring, the other team cannot miss, and we just fall behind, and that's really the story. Like the first game of the season, we played Brilliant. We were manhandling Brilliant in the first half until the end. Let me say we were winning like 28 to I don't know. It was a good margin. Then at halftime, I think they were winning by 1. Okay, decent. Then we just went on that scoring drought in the second half, and right there, you can't come back from that. So
not against a good team like that.
No, and especially like their last game again. Like they had that opportunity at the end. Unfortunately, they did turn the ball over, but again, it's those little things that
Brilliant's third last in conference.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, you definitely, it's the scoring drought we've been talking about all season. A lot of talent on that team. We've always said that. Always been behind that. I just think it's these scoring droughts that they have where it's a combination of the scoring drought and
they just
they
got to know how to close out in the second half.
Yeah.
And if they need to know how to play from behind, it's just stuff they got to figure out mentally wise.
Yeah, absolutely.
Piece it together.
Absolutely, and I don't know. I'm not a basketball coach, and Hoff can maybe give us some insight in this. That's got to be a hard thing to coach. The mental toughness, the being able to play behind. I mean, I guess my insight as a golf coach is it's very hard, and golf is not as a team sport as basketball, but to try to tell a kid or a student athlete like it's okay you had a scoring drought or you had a bad hole, that you can still salvage this, and it's just something that's got to come from within. Like, am I right?
Right, and you see the Badgers have that same problem, but they can overcome it at times too. So
I think you just gotta, you gotta build on small successes and let them praise the small successes, and then as they start to happen more and more, then you just group it together and it'll build itself. But start from square one and work your way up. It's not going to happen over in a
absolutely, and
in a couple of seconds. But
definitely that mental toughness that's hard as a teenager. It's hard as an adult.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want to be an athlete and you want to compete, these are things the best athletes develop. Going back to golf, Tiger Woods is struggled as of late, but there was a period in his life and his game where he was unfazed by anything. It didn't matter.
Same with Michael Jordan.
Yeah, MJ is perhaps the best example.
Yes.
Or Wayne Gretzky. Speaking of hockey, we're going to get into later.
Yeah.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Wayne Gretzky was so good because he lived a half second in front of everybody else. That's how good he was.
true story.
True story. But think about all the greatest competitors, everybody listening. That's the mental toughness. Nobody's more mentally tough than those people like Michael Jordan, Tiger Woods at his prime, even like tennis, the Williams sisters.
Life coach, just
mentally tough.
Bringing you.
So if any of the boys are listening right now, basketball team, girls basketball team, if they're going to listen to this pod later, got to be all my golfers, some in the room, some listening, get mentally tough. You do a lot better when you don't let the little things or the little failures ruin your day or ruin your game.
That applies to life.
Scott and I back there, would you agree with that? Yeah, he's back there. He's a coach as well. 3 coaches in the room.
He teaches us those stuff too during
practice.
Absolutely.
Anyways, we just want them to do good. In all the sports, we have forensics. I'll be the first to congratulate everybody on the pod, those who participate in it. First conference, tell us about that last night, guys. Those of you who participated, maybe Colin, give us an insight.
Yeah, it was quite an exciting experience. I don't know how many teams from our conference were there, Skyler. Do you know? I don't know, maybe like 4. I don't think all the conference.
There was a good amount though.
There was like 4 or 5 schools maybe.
Yeah.
But we were by far the biggest team there. But there's I think there's 2 categories. It's like highest overall points and then it's highest average points, and we won both categories.
That's awesome.
So we got the quality award and we also got the quantity award. So that's a good thing for our forensics team.
Absolutely. I just know I'm not in the forensics world. I don't know much about it, but I just know we have a lot of people in our school participating, and it's awesome.
Yeah, it's become
a lot
thing
of fun.
now.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's great.
The whole team made it to state last year, I believe. So that was quite an accomplishment. So
Skylar and Colin, can you guys talk about your routine a little bit? Like what is your discipline?
Okay, well, we're in a discipline called play acting. So basically, you get a script together with a bunch of kids. I think it's like 2 to 5 people you have, and then you memorize your script. You can't use any props. You have to improvise whatever, make your own props with your hands and your motions and everything. So what we do is, I think we were with Charlie Schnell, Teddy Schnell, Evan Petrie, and myself and Skylar, and we wrote our own script this year about radio sports broadcasts, and we all
wrote about podcasting.
True, we should.
It's kind of like it, but
and we all have our own unique personalities and stuff.
Yeah.
And we broadcast a horse race, the PGA Championship, and the NFL draft, and we just had a good time writing it and have a good time performing it.
And we started writing this even before school started, before the first football game. Way back in August, late August, early September. So it's quite an accomplishment to get this far. I mean, we're not even that far yet. We got 2 more meets left to make it to state. So
when's your next meet?
4 weeks from now.
Yeah.
Well, maybe take a little break and then get back to practice.
We're taking a 1 week break and then we're coming back.
Yep.
Then we're back. We're back. Say you're back.
Yep.
So Palms also on the agenda. They compete on Saturday at Kimberly.
This is kind of a big competition here, I think.
Yep, this makes or breaks them going to state.
And I tried to get
the regional.
Yeah, I tried to get
only a regional.
I tried to get Steph or Nicole in here, but they got nervous about coming in because they got a lot of work to do. So I respected that, but we do want to wish them good luck. We do want to just extend that, I guess, good luck to them, and hopefully they make it to state. I know it's a big deal for them, and they work really hard. They're here every night, dancing, doing all kinds of foolish things. Just stuff that I couldn't do. It's amazing, actually.
Yeah.
Just want to wish them good luck. We also wrestling season on right now. we have a small team, so we're not really looking at a lot of team point success, but a lot of individual success. We have Jacob Barth, Jacob Kaiser, Matt Beekle. Who else is out there? Doing solid. Names are escaping me right now, guys. Sorry if I missed you. I know the tournament season is coming up. They've been wrestling hard all year. And so...
Yeah, we hear them a lot in the announcements, too, during school. Like, you hear all the wrestlers that have placed in their tournaments over the weekends. And it's just nice
that's
to
good.
see that.
Thank you for helping me out. I was kind of at a loss for words there. There's a lot of seconds, thirds, fourths, fifths, and stuff we've been hearing out of tournaments. So that's a really awesome thing. So, again, congratulations to all the Husky teams. We wish you all the best from the pod in wrapping up your seasons. NFL playoffs, boys.
All right, before you guys go, I got to head out. Thank you very much for having me.
Yeah.
And it's always great listening to you guys.
Yep.
Have fun the rest of the show.
Yeah, thanks, Hoff.
Thanks for
Hey,
coming
good luck
on.
tonight. Good luck tonight.
Good luck tonight.
Yep,
And thanks for listening to the pod.
because it's going up.
Because it goes up on Tuesdays. We all know. NFL playoffs.
Personally, I didn't want Carolina to win, but now I want them to win in the
No.
Go Cam. Just
But
dab on the other team. Let's go Panthers.
Yeah, he does.
Everyone
dab.
wants the Panthers, so
Not me. I want the Mannings.
I don't want Denver. I didn't want Denver or the Patriots in it anyways.
I wanted the
Steelers.
Belichick or the Mannings. I don't care.
Go Carolina. And Thomas Davis, just dedication to playing, even though he's got a broken arm.
Same with Jared Allen. I know he's really trying to be out there, too.
Jared Allen. I like Jared Allen.
Yeah.
Coney Ely did good replacement though for him. So
Yeah, I agree.
I'm just down on the NFC Championship game. I didn't like watching it. It was
Really?
boring.
It was disappointing.
Oh
for
well,
me.
yeah. Besides, the scoring gap, but I thought those were the best two teams in the NFC.
No, I agree with that. I just wanted it to be a closer game.
Right.
Especially as a sports fan, not having a team that I'm really rooting for.
Yeah, Arizona was
Bears,
rattled.
I wanted the Cardinals to win, but I most of all I wanted to just see a good game, and I was robbed of that.
Yeah, I think it was just an awful game for the Cardinals. Carson Palmer had 6 turnovers by himself, 4
They had 7 as a
interceptions,
team.
7. It was just
Uncharacteristic.
terrible. Yeah, the Panthers just handed it to him.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Oh man.
Now, the AFC game, that almost felt scripted. I know everybody's like, "Oh, the NFL's scripted." It's like, someone messed up and the Belichick's were supposed to win. But that was an exciting game for me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it
did want
was.
Denver to win that game.
Well,
so.
absolutely, but just that excitingness of a possible comeback, Tom Brady.
Yeah.
I just really liked it. I wanted it to happen.
I did not want it to happen.
Why you don't?
I was glad when the Patriots scored, and then I was like, I hope they don't get this 2-point conversion.
Yeah, I feel the same.
How do you feel for the Patriots kicker? Didn't you miss an extra point?
Gutskowski.
Oh yeah, he could have won the game.
Yeah, he
Well, they could have
placed
at
a lot
least
of
put
blame
him
on
in
himself.
a position to tie it
Yeah.
at the end instead of having to go for 2, which is a play that rarely
Basically, the
works
Panthers
out.
are going to win.
Yeah.
Can anybody side the Panthers? Yes.
I really don't think so. I don't think the Broncos can.
Yeah,
The Broncos can.
know. I
They
don't.
will.
Really?
Panthers are going to win.
But if
The
you
Mannings.
look at it, Denver's got a good
Denver's
defense.
got a great defense.
But then Carolina also has a dominant defense and offense.
Wait,
so I don't
hold on.
know.
Yeah, but Carolina's defense is
Carolina.
They have arguably the best 1-2 punch in the tandem of Luke Kuechly and
Kuechly's good.
Thomas Davis.
Okay, I'll say this. Carolina does have a great defense and an explosive offense.
Yeah, Cam Newton.
But
Bullet.
what quarterback has been picking apart defenses for years? His name is Peyton Manning. And
Peyton Manning doesn't have the same arm.
he doesn't have the same arm, but he's got the same mind. He's going to call audibles. He's going to see weaknesses. And he's going to
Omaha.
exploit it. He's going to say Omaha about 75 times.
I think
Count it.
it's funny how Peyton Manning runs. Have you guys ever saw that?
He doesn't have to run.
He's a hustler.
No,
He waddles.
it's funny.
old.
I mean,
Peyton Manning's same style of play as Carson Palmer, and the Panthers just took it to Carson Palmer. Peyton Manning stays in the pocket. He doesn't run a lot ever. I mean,
he can't run a lot.
He can't run a lot ever.
He
So
would like to be able to run, but he can't.
Yeah,
I think the Broncos bench was laughing or cheering really loudly when apparently Peyton Manning ran 18 yards or 8 yards, something like
He was
that.
just a tank on that.
Yeah, that
ran
was
for a first down. Just
Unhitch the piano.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, my prediction is the Mannings.
I don't know. I don't want a certain team to win. I guess I really don't care per se, but I guess I'd rather have the Panthers to win. But I just don't know because it's so.
I mean, I like Peyton Manning. I respect him, but I also want Cam Newton to get his
Yeah,
first Super
I hope
Bowl.
it's I hope it's a good game. I hope
he deserves it
Yeah, I didn't
for
want
the year he's having.
I didn't want either of these two teams to be in it, but still, I
Mr.
just would like to
Pessimist
see
over there.
Cam Newton win for the season he's had.
What I don't want to see is what happened with the Seahawks. The
Oh
bang.
my, yeah.
We're going to see that
Probably.
because Cam Newton is one of those, popular characters in the NFL, and all the kids are going to be buying the jerseys and not knowing
Doing the
anything.
dab.
No, yeah, everybody's going to be dabbing. Everybody's already dabbing. Everybody's already dabbing. I didn't even know what a dab was until 3 weeks ago. Now I've seen the dab 85 times a day.
Now, for some reason,
And I've never dabbled in the dab.
Dabbled in the dab, yeah. For some reason, I see this game having a resemblance to when the Seahawks played the Broncos. When the Seahawks just
kicked their butt.
pummeled the Broncos, and for some reason, I see the Panthers doing the same. I don't know why, but
Mr. Omaha himself is not going to let that happen.
you never know.
I'm just saying, we have a question on our agenda here. Are the Broncos a legitimate threat? And I think yes.
Their defenses, I think.
This is not going to be
What if Peyton Manning gets hurt?
Brock
that's
Osweiler.
legit. He's so old he could get hurt tying his shoes tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly.
They better have just the equipment manager.
They
tie
could
his
sack
shoes
him.
over.
They could sack him like once, and it just be that something happens.
But then guess what comes
Bones
in?
are getting old.
Who comes in after that?
Brock Osweiler.
And he's won games too.
Yeah,
I think Brock Osweiler is a good backup. I mean,
I think he'll be good in Denver after Manning retires after winning the Super Bowl this year.
that's what
I don't
Manning told Bill Belichick. I think he said, quote unquote, "This is my last rodeo" or something to Bill Belichick.
Yeah, it's got to
to
be.
It's gonna be. It's gonna be. I don't.
That's why I want the thing.
I don't know.
First off,
becoming an antique.
my next question is why do we even have the Pro Bowl on here?
I don't know.
It was a possible
Yeah,
topic of discussion. Doesn't have to be though.
I think
Does anybody care
the
about the
brain
Pro
put
Bowl?
that
No,
on.
not
I think
really,
the
no.
brain put that on.
Preferably, I
What?
probably won't watch it.
I did put it on.
Yeah.
No, then we should talk about how we're not going to watch it.
I'm okay. This is
Isn't
how
the
much.
Daytona 500 on that? I'd rather watch that day.
I
Yeah,
don't-
we're college basketball.
I'm not gonna
I want to
watch
see the
it.
jerseys.
I'm not even gonna turn on
No,
the
we'll
TV.
get Vic's for Cloth Talk next week.
Yeah, next week, guys, get ready. Cloth talk.
Yeah, Vic's was going to do it today, but he had to work at B&B. And by the way, we're going to try to get a podcast live from B&B while Vic's cooks chicken.
Yeah, we're gonna eat the chicken.
And fries.
It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for that. Now, I'm so jacked for what's about to happen right now.
Puck.
Because
Chow.
about dropping the puck. The
Gino.
NHL. Do we even know anything about the NHL? What do we?
I know some hockey
Yeah.
terms.
Okay,
but,
a little
all right.
bit.
All right,
I
so
know.
what's going
I
on
know. I know that the
Upper shelf.
Blackhawks are very dominant. They were on that
Snipe Sally.
like pretty decent win streak. I think it was like 14, 15.
Yeah, they are 33 and 15.
Yeah, and then surprisingly, I don't know where this came from. I never even thought of this team. The Florida Panthers are at the top of the division,
Oh yes,
Yeah.
and
I think that Roberto Luongo is the goalie, right?
Luongo. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
tough.
he's a good
He
goalie.
formerly
yeah.
was at the Canucks when the Canucks made a
yeah.
run a
Yeah.
couple
Mhm.
years ago.
Capitals are always a good team too.
Washington, yeah, they got
They're a very good
Ovechkin.
team.
Just
Do they
straight
have
up.
Do they have TJ Oshie? I heard, right?
Yes.
Philly.
Yes, they do. So yeah, Ovechkin, Oshie. They still
Oh,
have Backstrom.
shoot.
No, I don't. I'm not sure on Backstrom. We'll say yes, but that's not.
Oh, we
fact check.
forgot to mention something that I just saw popped up on Skylar's computer.
What?
Well, folks, if you have nothing to do on Saturday, which I'm one of those guys, the Big 12 ACC challenge is good, or SEC challenge is going to be on. So watch that. There's plenty of good games. But back to hockey.
Anyways,
all right.
Florida Panthers very surprising. I think it's surprising anytime a Florida team does good.
Yeah, true.
I'm just not a big.
I've
fan
never
of Florida.
heard of the Florida Panthers.
Oh yeah, they've been around for years. They have a Stanley Cup under the belt, if I'm not mistaken.
How?
Like
I
the
thought it
90s.
was the Tampa Bay Lightning.
No, Tampa Bay Lightning is legit too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
what am I
like
talking
them.
about? Florida actually has had good hockey teams.
Mhm.
All right.
Best player in the NHL?
Sid the
Kaner.
Kid.
Citizen
Sid the
Kane.
Kaner.
Yes, Patrick Kane.
Kaner came off a rough year getting some
Yeah, true.
accusations tossed his way
Yeah.
and just has lit up the league.
He has.
This-
Yeah.
Lit it up. But then you got Ovechkin.
Yeah.
Sid the Kid has I think he is a threat for teams, but he seems to always get injured.
Yeah.
You know, he has a problem with injuries, and
Sure.
if he didn't have that, but Kaner is having a heck of a year. I think that's
For the
awesome.
goal.
And Crawford, Crow is having just a great year in goal for the Blackhawks. It is just he's just lighting it up.
Animal.
Lettuce.
What are you talking about, Brady?
What?
I'm looking at all these hockey terms.
What do you got? What you said?
Did you say lettuce?
I'm just looking at like salad.
What is
a hockey term?
I-
Beautiful hockey hair.
Yeah, that's what
Flow,
Barry
lettuce.
No.
Sauce. Saucy.
Just look up, Scout.
Sieve.
Can we get a picture of
Sieve.
Barry Melrose up on the screen here?
Sieve. Snipe.
You guys want to look at
Top
hockey hair?
cheddar.
Barry Melrose. Everybody look at this
Barry
picture.
Melrose.
He has
awesome.
some nice
Fans
spinach.
listening, look
You know
up
what I
Barry
love-
Melrose.
You know what I
Look
love
up
about
hockey
hockey, though, especially the most? I love Mike Emmerich.
Yes.
He's
What
he's
a
probably
legend.
the greatest commentator.
Oh
I've
my
ever-
goodness.
Oh my
Like,
God.
did you like the playoffs are exciting to watch only
because of him.
Only because of Emmerich. Hey, Nick Andrew walked in. Munch. He could have some hockey hair. He's got that full in the back if you just chop that top.
Yeah.
Look at Barry Melrose.
Barry
Look at
Melrose
this.
right there.
Munch, get your hair going like this. Like Barry Melrose having hockey hair. Hey, should we just start growing hockey hair for the season?
Mom won't let me.
Your mom will let you grow your hair out. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing.
I might be able to say the same. Don't worry.
That's also embarrassing. New trend. When certain players score a goal, a family gets a puppy. Did anybody see, was that the Caps game last night?
Yeah, that was at two games in the night. Yeah,
Go
the
Admirals.
Capitals
Yeah.
game, I think they had the family chose like this one player to score, and he had a hat trick in that game.
Yeah, and he hadn't
Oh my
scored before
God.
that for like so many games.
6 games,
and, his-
something like that.
and the poor little the little girl's parents' dad probably told him, "Yeah, if so and so gets a goal, we'll get a puppy." Only on the assumption that he's not going to get a
Yeah,
goal.
yeah.
But now she had this sign up: if you score, my uncle, my dad will get me a puppy or something.
Yeah, I think that happened on Sunday too. There was two occasions of that, and it's happened twice.
Now it's a thing. It's going to be a thing. But I'm glad for those little girls or boys who get puppies now because players scored. NHL rosters, the new All-Star game format. Can someone tell us about
Yeah, what
that
is
format?
that? What? Did
Well-
anybody, yeah.
Yeah, I think they have four teams here to represent all 4 divisions: the Atlantic Division, the Central Division, the Metropolitan Division.
So there's
and
a 4-team
Pacific.
All-Star game?
Yeah, it says. I gotta find it here. I was reading it.
Wow.
As part of the new format for the 2016 Honda NHL All-Star Game,
Honda, premier sponsor.
the All-Stars will take part in a 3-game tournament played in a 3-on-3 format.
What?
Yes.
Is there a normal
Oh,
game?
that's okay. That could potentially be awesome.
Is there a normal game or is this just it?
I think it's a 3-game tournament. So yeah, so
Round robin?
you got 2 teams. Now you got, I think it's like a bracket style. So you got two divisions going up against each other,
Okay.
and then they play 3-on-3. So I assume 3 players on the ice and then the goaltender.
No, they probably won't have a goalie. It'll probably be just, well, maybe they'll have a goaltender.
goalie. They gotta have a goalie.
No, I think they should do it without a goalie.
No, they gotta have a goalie.
Do they each play, is it 3 games total or does each team play 3 games in a round robin like a World Cup type?
Well, the way I'm reading it is that they just it's not a round robin. It's just
Okay.
a tournament
So it's
style.
just a bracket.
One
That's
and you're
actually-
done.
That's actually pretty cool. I think I would watch that. Along with, you know what else I love about the NHL? Is the Winter Classics.
Oh yes.
Like the outdoor games, it's so awesome.
hmm
It's so awesome.
Do we want to go through the all-star rosters?
Is it up?
I mean, I have it. I could
Yeah.
go through the
Yeah,
people
get
I could go
that
through the
going.
people that I know.
Yeah.
No, just
Okay. Also,
go through the
I want to say
I
that
don't even know how to say half these names.
I want to say
Try to
like
be funny.
I want to say like the All-Star skills competition for the NHL is pretty awesome when they do like the goal scoring or I don't even know what they do. I watched it once. It was pretty
yeah, the
sweet.
skills competition.
Yeah, where
Where
they
these guys are just insane.
yeah, oh yeah.
Like I
watch
can't
some of
even
that.
believe it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Do you guys think the NHL is underrated? Because a lot of people don't know about hockey.
I think I don't. I mean, the only time I watch hockey is during the playoffs.
But it's honestly awesome.
It
isn't
is so
Oh,
awesome.
it's so great. It's so great. Either way, NHL, new format. Check it out. Check out the Winter Classics. Watching the outdoor hockey game of pros is so awesome. Yeah, it's great.
You
Now-
want to read those names, Colin?
Yeah,
Read those
give us
names.
a couple of the ones you know. The
Okay.
people you know.
Actually, just say the ones you don't.
Say the ones I don't.
Well, say the ones you don't know how to pronounce.
And then pick the hardest ones you think is to pronounce and try to pronounce it on the air.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go with one I know here. Patrice Bergeron, Boston Bruins. I am a fan of the
He's a
Boston
beast.
Bruins.
Mm-hmm.
Zdeno Chara.
Chara's a beast
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't see his name here. He should be on here though.
because he's a beast.
Jaromir Jagr.
Amir Yager.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
He's got hockey.
Florida Panthers.
Look up, and he's
Yeah.
like 48 years old.
Yeah, he's good.
He's been playing since Mario Lemieux was in the league.
Steven Stamkos.
Stamkos,
the
yes,
Lightning.
Tampa Bay Lightning.
Eric Carlson from Ottawa Senators.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Roberto Luongo in the goal.
Legend.
Panthers.
Uh-huh.
That was the Atlantic Division. That was most.
That's going to be the 3-on-3 team?
I don't know. No, that's
Just
just some of the people that I know. All right, Metropolitan Division. Backstrom. He does play on the Washington Capitals.
He does. Okay.
Yep. Claude Giroux.
Yep.
Whatever. Genny Malkin. Alex Ovechkin. Braden Holtby in the goal from Capitals. So that team looks pretty stacked to me.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just going off base of the players that I know, not on the actual skill
Yeah.
level of those players. Don't know. Patrick Kane in the Central Division. Tyler Sagan. Okay.
Oh, all right.
Jonathan
I think it's
Taves.
I think it's Segan.
Segan?
Yeah.
Well,
Either way.
Yeah, I don't know.
Jonathan Taves. Pekka Reen. Whatever. Now we're going to the Pacific Division. I don't even know anybody on this. Jonathan Quick, I know, goaltender. Joe Pavelski, do you know that?
Pavelski,
San Jose
yep.
Sharks.
Yep, San Jose. He's actually a good player.
Obviously,
they're all on the All-Star team.
Taylor Hall from Edmonton.
The Oilers.
Yeah. Oh, Daniel Sedin from Vancouver.
He's another solid player.
Mm-hmm.
God,
Yeah.
All-Star team's going to be. I'm really now that you mentioned that 3-on-3. I'm actually excited for that. I will. Watch
Yeah, that's
that.
going to be interesting. Yeah.
I'll watch that lineup. Now.
Wait, before we go into the NBA, I want to quick give a shout out.
Or
So-
like people we're into.
If you like fishing or hunting or just enjoy watching outdoor adventures, check out Knockout Outdoors. Pro staff members Brandon Schrage, Hunter Jacobs, and Dylan Gielig share videos of all their hunting and fishing adventures. You can find them on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Knockout Outdoors. You can even check out their website at knockoutoutdoors.com. It's a hard knock life. Hunt it.
I think Knockout Outdoors is going to be our new sponsor.
I hope so. We got to get free stuff from them. Though.
Yeah, the
We don't
Holy
get any
Land
pies.
The Holy Land Bakery is out.
We have no pies. Sorry to say, we try to get pies, but they don't. They're
Yeah,
not
they
getting us.
don't
pies.
like us.
But either way, yeah. I mean, like whatever. They got a website up. They got a Twitter up. I haven't really looked too much into them, but I'm just happy for what they're doing. I think it's great to share their love of hunting and the outdoors with people. I mean, like people make money off that and make a living off it.
Yeah, your son Randall.
Randall, what else?
Yeah, I'd also like to say that if anyone's listening right now, to give us a thumbs up on their page or a like or whatever you do. And the more likes, the better. Then we get to keep our podcast right on the NH Radio site. Currently we're at 30, so we'd like to get that up a little bit. So, yeah. No,
We have 30 people that like us, that give
votes.
us a thumbs up. I think so. People, give us thumbs up if you're listening. If you're,
Billis.
Yeah, Billis, give us a thumbs up. I got you on here, gave you the mic.
Yeah.
Give us a thumbs up.
And we're looking. We've been emailing, trying to contact different people to get on.
We're trying to get more interviews going.
So just hang on here, folks. We're getting there. But definitely, Billis was a good start, and we again like to thank him for coming on. And so
you bet. Now on to the NBA, the association. A lot of things happening last night. The Warriors just destroyed the Spurs.
Curry with the shot, boy.
He might be one of the best shooters we've seen in a long time, and I think we will see in a long time. He's a beast. What does he drop, like 37 points or something?
Yeah.
I'd hate to be the team who
Kawhi Leonard look
Go
silly.
Warriors, go.
No.
We don't like.
Yeah, well, I'm going to be
We're not
the
bandwagon
odd
fans.
apple in this crew.
That's fine. But you guys, I mean, like the question about that game, and I mean, like they were talking about at ESPN this morning. I think we should talk about it.
Challenge.
On Brady's go Warriors go. I agree.
Yeah,
but they were saying, is it a big deal?
That's right.
Is it a big deal? Like, going into the playoffs, is this going to be a big deal that they stomped them?
I mean, I think if
they were out with Timmy D.
Yeah, I don't think Timmy D is going to make the Spurs win that game, though, to be honest. I mean, I think the Spurs just played a bad game. Like, every team in the NBA is going to have a bad game. That's why the 76ers have however many wins, is because the teams that they've played have had bad games.
Yep. And the thing about the Spurs that I agree, I don't think it is going to be such a big deal. I mean, people are going to talk about it. They're like, they whooped them by 40. It's not going to be a big deal.
It doesn't.
Why?
No.
Because Pop is the coach, and Pop is the puppeteer of the association.
Yeah.
He's been watching film all day in his basement, in his bomb shelter that he built.
Yeah.
He was angry after that game.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I heard that, this game really isn't a... obviously it was a big game, but it's more of like to see where their teams are at. Again, it's like not even the middle of the season, or it is the middle of the season. I mean, I'm not sure. We don't
We're
fact check.
nearing the All-Star
We're nearing
break.
the All-Star break, but we're
Okay.
not quite
We're
halfway
getting there.
Yeah. So anyway, what about the? You want to say something about the Spurs and Warriors?
I think I did. Oh yeah.
Go ahead.
I think that's going to be the Western Conference Finals.
Probably.
Come on. I mean, I just
that
don't
could
see
be
any other team.
awesome.
Maybe the Thunder if they turn around.
we
I don't
always-
think so though.
I think because the injuries, we're always counting out old Iceberg Slim and the OKC.
But
But
I
I got to
think-
think about them.
But I think whoever has home court advantage in that series is going to win. The Warriors have like 39 win streak at home,
Yep.
and the Spurs haven't lost at home this season either. So
it's
I mean,
unbelievable.
yeah.
I mean, just don't let Pop get control of the heat or the AC in the room.
I know we mentioned the All-Star break, so I kind of want to get into that. We're gonna skip a little bit ahead here, but like,
we'll jump around.
what do you guys think overall about an NBA All-Star game? Are you watching that?
No, I don't
It's
because
like the Pro Bowl.
yeah. Well, the only reason I don't watch it is because there's like 120 plus points put up. Like there's no defense.
It's garbage ball, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not into it.
If the only
much.
thing I watch
skills
for
count.
All-Star game is the MLB All-Star game.
That's legit.
The
I
dunk
do like
contest.
watching MLB
I like the
All-Star.
Do you like dunk
NBA
contest?
skill stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no.
The
Dunk
dunk
contest.
And the dunk
Yeah.
contest, well, yeah, and the 3-point
And
contest.
actually, my favorite is the celebrity game.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, back when
Salad.
Jay Beebs.
All those salads out there hacking it up on
Yeah.
the court, looking like us playing a pickup game after school at the
Yeah.
middle school gym,
Yeah.
being sad.
And I also
T-Rod
think,
bumping
Just
elbows.
being T-Rod out there in the paint, getting
also
having lefties down there banging it around.
the All-Star rosters. I guess not that interesting, but Kobe did get the start over Draymond Green.
Kobe doesn't want
did you
to. Kobe
expect-
didn't Kobe say like I don't deserve it?
I know.
I thought I heard that.
Okay, Draymond Green realistically does deserve to start, but again, it's Kobe's last All-Star game, so why not?
Yeah, would you expect
and-
anything else
And
really?
guys,
Yeah.
we and pundits and not pundits but sports analysts always reading that it's like voting for prom queen. It's a popularity contest, not an
Pretty much.
actual
Good point. Yeah.
who is the best.
Mhm.
You know, of course Kobe's popular, but recently we did have. Speaking of Kobe, recently we had the anniversary of Scory dropping 81 points.
Yeah.
On the same night, 10 years later, the Raptors only allowed 81 points. That's pretty coincidence.
Yeah.
And does anybody know who Kobe Bryant dropped 81 on?
Oh, my
Besides the
God.
Raptors, the player.
Oh, I have no idea.
He carries a bat. Podcaster. Brady has met him recently. Played for the Raptors. Sports analyst right now.
Yeah, I know.
Jalen Rose.
Yeah, Jalen
He
Rose.
dropped 81 on Jalen.
Oh, wow.
Jalen always
I
does.
remember
If you guys
that.
want to look it up, I think Jalen, like when Grantland was around, you could probably still find it on YouTube. Jalen tells a story about Kobe dropping like 81 on him. It's out of hand.
Yeah, Mr. Rose. I mean, I know we took a picture over, you know,
Yeah, do you remember
8 months. 8 months ago.
Do you remember him? He wants.
Yeah, I helped him out. I helped him get an answer right. You can even ask him. He'll remember it. I don't think he will.
You gotta
But
send him an email and get him on the pod.
I did
That's who-
email him. I'm waiting for it back. Maybe I should send a picture. Be like, remember me?
Don't do that.
No.
In interesting news in the NBA, my favorite thing: David Blatt done.
Yeah.
Why?
Well,
Okay, all right.
because just the chemistry was
Because
not
LeBron
right in the
James.
locker room.
I don't understand it though.
LeBron James.
You look at the set. Did the set?
LeBron
Okay,
James.
this is a really dumb question. And I don't know why I'm asking this, but I really don't know. The 76ers, they did not fire their coach recently, right? But they've had him this whole season.
Yeah.
Okay, so why is a team that leading the division, their division, the Central Division, I believe, why do you fire your coach when you're leading the division and like you don't see coaches fired like the 76ers coach who are just
We did see Kevin McHale get reasonably fired for the Rockets.
But
I don't-
this guy Jordan, I think this happens because it's not always on the court; it's off the court.
Okay, yeah, true.
Like we have there that locker room chemistry.
I just
Like,
don't understand it. It's so weird.
It was the disparity was
I don't
real.
get it either.
It's because of LeBrick. LeBrick is the new coach.
He runs the team. He runs the
And he's
team.
the GM.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Enough said. That's why Tyrone Lue lost his first game to the Bulls, I believe.
Yeah, that was
Yeah, it was
It
pathetic.
doesn't matter. It's like the Browns running team. It doesn't matter.
But they beat the Timberwolves.
Buddy buckets.
Not that
Right.
that's any accomplishment.
No.
Porzingis though, number 4 in jersey sales, guys. Are we shocked?
Yeah.
A little bit, actually.
Not really. I mean, I'm not.
I mean, he's ahead of Kevin Durant, Derrick Rose, Russell Westbrook,
Yeah, I
James
also-
Harden,
This
Kyrie.
is the only thing I might say negative about Porzingis ever in my life. It's because of the New York market. I mean, the New York
Yeah.
has such a bigger market, so many more fans.
Yeah.
Even like overseas fans. Like, a lot of people who like the NBA around the world identify with some of those larger market teams because those are the teams they know the cities, they know the teams and things like that.
And the Knicks overall are number 5 in merchandise sales, so that's pretty.
Not shocked.
Yeah,
because of Porzingis.
Because of Porzingis, yeah. We don't want anything to do with Carmelo Anthony. It's all
who's
Porzingis
Carmelo
now.
Anthony? Aren't they going to trade him?
Yeah, you're welcome. By the way, you're welcome, Phil Jackson, for all that money.
Yeah, you bet. Phil can go out and get some players to build around Porzingis.
Yeah. Actually, you know how we talked about how we should get, or I was raving about how they should get rid of Melo.
Yeah.
Now, I might actually change my mind.
Hold up.
Why?
Melo, I don't know. I just feel like
challenge. I don't have the button.
Yeah. All right. Wait, hold on.
Give me the button.
Yeah.
I want the button.
Challenge.
Without Melo, I just don't. Porzingis just can't. I mean,
He wouldn't thrive.
He's not a one-man show.
No, he's not. But
he needs the accompaniment of another star.
Agreed, but we're not looking at a championship for the Knicks this year.
Right. No.
So, why not?
Are we ever?
We're looking.
There's not burn, but no. But wait, there's another puppeteer of the NBA that is somehow in charge of the Knicks. What's his name?
Phil
Phil Jackson has more rings than his fingers and toes. I think, or pretty close.
Possibly, yes.
I think he's at 11 rings or something like that. 10 rings. What is 5 with the Lakers and 6 with the Bulls? 9 rings.
Yeah, I don't.
Not as many as his fingers and toes. I can't count.
Yeah.
But either way, Phil will make a good team.
Yeah, Colin. What was that comment about Porzingis by Kevin Durant?
Oh, I got it up here.
Yeah.
He says Kristaps Porzingis is a unicorn, and here's why.
Okay, I can't wait. Who said this? Iceberg Slim, Kevin Durant?
Yep, Iceberg Slim.
Slim Reaper.
He's a very, very similar player to Porzingis. He's tall, he can shoot the three, he can basically do anything, just like Porzingis.
Yeah.
This is what Kevin Durant says about Porzingis. He can shoot, he can make the right plays, he can defend. He's a 7-footer that can shoot all the way out to the 3-point line.
The suburbs.
That's rare, and block shots. That's like a unicorn in this league.
Yeah, absolutely. And the most amazing tip dunk player we've ever seen, I think.
Mm-hmm, for sure.
The interesting note here too, the Thunder actually play the Knicks tonight.
Watch it.
Wow.
The Knicks beat the Thunder by
Bucky.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
The Knicks beat the Thunder by 3.
if you have 2
last time.
TVs, watch. Get the NBA League Pass and watch
I'll
the
send the
Knicks.
library media center.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we'll get it going. Yeah, we got a new library media center, people. It's awesome. We got all kinds of good stuff in there. We're excited about it.
LMC.
But anyways, does that wrap it up for
Yeah.
today, guys?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we would wrap it up. We don't have any interviews besides Hoff and no guests. We were gonna have cloth talk with Vix, but he's making chicken right now. We wish him the best.
Yeah, I just want to mention this week on NFHS Network, a couple of the Huskies basketball games against Chilton. Also next week, that big game against Kiel. Also right after this on NH Radio, you can catch last week's basketball games played on a recording. If you missed them and want to watch, listen, I should say, for some reason.
Listen.
Go ahead. And,
Thanks a lot. Have a good night.
Pod Fam deactivate.